Okay then, so we're going to have a go here at talking about scales and talking about tones and semitones. So what you can see here is that you've got a question asking you to name a scale. A scale is a series of stepwise notes that move up and down from a fixed starting point. The starting and finishing note of the scale gives you the scale's name. So in grade 1 level, particularly, these scales are always going to be major scales, what we call a major scale. We'll look at the difference between major and minor in a different video. And because this starts in a G and finishes on a G, this is a scale of G major. And here it is sound wise, and you can watch it move up and down the keyboard. So there is our scale of G major. Now the other thing that it asks you for is a square bracket over a pair of what we call semitones. So semitones are the smallest possible gap you can have between any two notes. As you look at the keyboard, obviously you can go from white note to a white note, black note to a black note, and you can go from a black note to a white note, and so on and so forth. So semitones are where you haven't got another note in between the two. So for instance, this scale here finishes with a semitone. So the penultimate note of the scale is F sharp, and the final note of the scale is G. And you can see on the keyboard there, it just moves from next door note to next door note. So those are semitones. The other semitone in this scale comes between the third and the fourth note, or I should really use the word degree. We call the notes in the scale the degree of the scale. So there's the first degree, second degree, third degree, and between the third and fourth degree of a major scale you have a semitone. Third degree, fourth degree. Notice this semitone, because there's no black note in between the two white notes, notice on the keyboard that this semitone moves from white note to white note, and we continue to move up the scale. Okay, now the scale we've got here is looks different because this one is going down, it's descending. So this is the one that's used in the second question here. This is also in the bass clef, so this requires some bass clef reading. So first thing to do is to work out what the first and last note of the scale is. Just scroll the keyboard down a bit. So first note and last note. From the keyboard there, you probably work out that they are a D. So this is a scale of D major, and that's what you'd write in there. Again, let's move down the scale. Watch the scale go down. So you can see immediately, because the scale's going down instead of up, the first two notes here, or the first degree and the what we call the seventh degree of the scale, because we count from the bottom upwards, are a semitone apart. Because this scale's going down or descending instead of ascending, it starts with a semitone. So it's like this one, but in reverse. And down we go. Fourth degree of the scale to the third degree of the scale, again, is a semitone. So that's scales and semitones. I also mentioned at the start of the video the word tones. A tone is a very simple tone, two semitones joined together. So for instance, in the first scale that we looked at here, the G scale, there is a G, and it moves up a tone to A between the first and second degree of the scale. So first degree of the scale is G, second degree of the scale is A, and that is a tone. So a tone is where you join two semitones together. So these major scales are made up of either tones or semitones, and they have this fixed pattern of tones and semitones in the scale. So here we go. So the first one here is a tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, so those are your major scales with your tones and semitones. You could have a little think about this last scale here and have a little go working out what you think the answer to that one might be. So try and work out the letter name of the scale, starting and finishing note, and then put the square brackets over the top, or at least imagine them over the top between where you think that those semitones would go. You can use the keyboard here to have a little look at to help you as well. So that is major scales and semitones and tones.